You ever been in a relationship where every disagreement just evaporates? You bring something up, they smile, change the topic, and suddenly you're talking about lunch instead of the actual issue? But deep down, you know something's off. So here's the question. Are they really keeping the peace? Or are they quietly avoiding the truth? Because, believe it or not, every zodiac sign has its own signature way of avoiding conflict. Some hide behind charm, others behind silence, and some just pack their bags and disappear. In this video, we're diving deep into how each zodiac sign handles, or dodges, confrontation in relationships. We'll use the Insights Discovery color system to decode their energy patterns. Fiery reds, the fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Sunshine yellows, the air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Earth greens, the earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Cool blues, the water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. We'll explore who they are, why they avoid conflict, and how you can lovingly draw them out when things get tense. So, grab your tea, let's dive in. Part 1. Fire signs. Aries. Aries is ruled by Mars, the planet of action, passion, and war. You'd think they love confrontation, and to some extent they do, but only when they're in control of it. When an Aries avoids conflict, it's not because they're scared. It's because they hate feeling wrong. They'll shut down, storm off, or distract you with energy and charm just to escape the feeling of vulnerability. Negatives. Their quick temper and tendency to flee mid-argument can leave partners feeling unheard or dismissed. How to deal: wait until they cool off. Approach them directly but calmly. They respect honesty more than emotional guilt-tripping. Leo. Leos crave harmony, not because they can't handle conflict, but because they hate anything that threatens their dignity. They'll downplay issues to preserve their image as the confident, stable one in the relationship. When a Leo avoids conflict, it's often pride disguised as grace. They'll smile through hurt feelings, pretending they've moved on, while secretly replaying everything you said, dramatically. Negatives. Their pride can stop genuine emotional connection. When they avoid vulnerability, they build walls around their heart. How to deal: use reassurance. Tell them, "I'm not attacking you. I just want to understand." They open up when they feel adored, not criticized. Sagittarius. Sagittarius hates emotional heaviness. They value freedom and positive energy, so conflict feels like a cage. Their avoidance is escapist. They'll joke, change the subject, or literally disappear for space. But beneath the optimism is fear of being tied down to emotional weight they can't fix. Negatives. Their avoidance can make partners feel like their emotions don't matter. It's not apathy, it's discomfort. How to deal: keep it light and open-ended. Ask questions that invite dialogue, not blame. Sagittarius responds best when they feel safe, not cornered. Part 2. Air signs. Gemini. Geminis love communication, but conflict? That's a different language. When emotions get messy, they'll turn the discussion into wordplay or humor to dodge intensity. They avoid conflict by intellectualizing it. They'll rationalize their behavior or distract you with wit, charm, and what-ifs. Negatives. Their avoidance can feel like gaslighting, not because they intend to, but because they downplay emotions with logic. How to deal: stay calm and grounded. Encourage emotional expression without judgment. Let them talk through it. They often find clarity mid-conversation. Libra. Libra is the peacekeeper of the zodiac. Ruled by Venus, they crave balance and harmony, even if it means silencing themselves to keep things calm. They avoid conflict because it disrupts their ideal world. Instead, they'll accommodate, please, and overcompensate. But deep down, resentment brews quietly. Negatives. This can lead to passive-aggressive behavior or emotional burnout. They bottle up frustrations until it explodes. Gracefully, of course. How to deal: reassure them that conflict doesn't mean chaos. Encourage honest dialogue and remind them that your love isn't conditional. Aquarius. Aquarius avoids conflict emotionally, not intellectually. They'll discuss what happened as an observer, not a participant. It's not that they don't care, they just detach to protect themselves. Negatives. Their calmness can feel like coldness. They tend to rationalize emotions, which makes their partners feel invalidated. How to deal? Appeal to their logic first, then ease into emotions. Avoid emotional manipulation, they see right through it. Part 3. Earth Signs. Taurus. Taurus values peace and comfort above all. Conflict disrupts their emotional homeostasis, so they avoid it by going silent or by physically retreating. When pushed, they can get stubborn, pretending nothing's wrong, just to maintain their sense of control. Negatives. Their silence can feel cold and punishing. They may suppress emotions for so long that they explode later. How to deal? Be patient and consistent. Let them feel secure before pressing for answers. When they trust you won't rock their world, they'll open up. Virgo. Virgos avoid conflict through fixing. Instead of arguing, they'll analyze, reorganize, and problem-solve the situation to death. They don't like emotional mess. It feels inefficient, so they detach, intellectualize, or distract themselves with productivity. Negatives. They can come off as cold or controlling when they're actually just anxious. Their avoidance masks fear of imperfection. How to deal? Speak practically. Tell them what behavior hurt you, not just how you feel. They respond to solutions more than emotional spirals. Capricorn. Capricorns avoid conflict like a business meeting gone off the rails. They'll retreat into work, distractions, or emotional stoicism. They hate losing composure, so instead of showing hurt, they'll go quiet and build walls, pretending they're unaffected. Negatives. Their self-control can feel like emotional distance. Their silence may come across as apathy when it's actually self-protection. How to deal? Approach them calmly, respectfully, and logically. Show that you value their stability, then gently invite emotional openness. Part 4. Water Signs. Cancer. Cancer avoids conflict because they're terrified of emotional rejection. They'll care for you, cook for you, do everything but talk about what's wrong. Their way of coping is nurturing, hoping love will smooth over the cracks. Negatives. They internalize everything. When they finally express it, it often bursts out emotionally. How to deal? Reassure them emotionally first. Use gentle language, they respond best to empathy, not logic. Scorpio. Scorpio doesn't avoid conflict, they strategize it. When they feel hurt, they retreat into silence, analyze your every word, and decide how much to reveal. They avoid direct conflict to maintain emotional control. Negatives. This creates tension and mistrust. Their silence can feel punishing and confusing. How to deal? Be honest. Don't play games. They respect transparency more than manipulation. Pisces. Pisces avoids conflict by disappearing into fantasy. When tension arises, they retreat emotionally, hoping love will magically fix everything. Negatives. This can make them seem unreliable or emotionally unavailable. How to deal? Anchor them with reassurance. Keep the tone compassionate. They'll open up when they feel seen, not blamed. So here's the truth. Avoiding conflict doesn't mean you're weak. It often means you're protecting something. Your peace, your pride, or your heart. Every zodiac sign does it differently, but the intention is the same, to stay safe in love. The trick is learning how you avoid conflict and how your partner does so you can meet halfway. Because peace isn't the absence of conflict. It's the art of healing through it. So tell me in the comments, which zodiac sign do you think avoids conflict the most, and how do you deal with it? And don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, and share button, and grab your copy of the Happiness Manual, available on Patreon via the link in our bio, because peace in relationships starts with self-awareness.